Hello, 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 hello. Greetings to all you wonderful people of the earth. This is Bora Bliss, and I hope you're doing well and you're having an exciting time in this wonderful planet of ours. Even in spite of all the craziness going on, the world is still a beautiful place. So today I'm going to go a little bit deeper and explore the issue of peace between man and woman. Um, this is a spin-off from the last discussion we had, where I showed that most of nature is built on this principle of duality. This principle of male and female properties or energies, where we see opposing energy systems looking to exist in balance. Everywhere we look all around us, we can see that most of creation functions or is functioning like they were supposed to. And one may be asking why this is. And the reason is very obvious. They function the way they're supposed to, and they operate perfectly and in sync because they operate by the laws set forth for them. The whole universe is governed by laws, commandments. And without laws, commandments, and order, the world and all of nature cannot exist. And by extension, mankind cannot exist, for man is an expression of nature. So if mankind is an expression or extension of nature, and nature lives by divine laws, therefore man must also be governed by divine laws. Laws are good because they create order, they protect, and they serve all parties equally. If we go deeper, we can see that mankind is comprised or is made up of both male and female. And the Creator set forth laws and guidelines for man and woman through which they must operate, function, and live. When a man or a woman willfully or ignorantly chooses to break the natural laws that is set forth for them, then we can see discord, fighting, and chaos as a result. Again, we saw from the last presentation or discussion that man and woman are the same but expressed differently. I'd like to take this chance or opportunity to encourage you to listen to the last presentation we had, and that is titled duality, the dance of duality. That was the last presentation we had, and I showed how this whole thing, how we can see the male and female energies in most of nature. So back to what we're talking about today. Just like the earth and mankind are the same, but we are expressed differently, we can see that man and woman are the same, but they expressed differently. So if there is war between the earth and mankind, then everyone and all parties involved will definitely suffer. Mankind is a reflection of nature, and as such, if there is fighting between the parties that make up mankind, and in our case it's man and woman, we make up mankind, everyone and all parties will suffer. And this means that nature and everything that comprises nature, including mankind, will also suffer. When man and woman fight against each other, it's like them saying that they hate themselves, that they don't like what they see in the other person. Basically, it's like saying, you know what, I don't like this version of myself, because like we have shown, they're of the same essence but only expressed differently. So when man and woman fight, they're like saying, you know what, I don't like this about myself, and they cannot live peacefully that way. So it's quite unfortunate, and it's not the truth, that man and woman are not, I mean, they're the same, and then we have some slight differences, and that's why I use the word expressed. So in reality, they are of the same essence and energy, but they only express differently. I've said this severally, and because I'm trying to make a point. So when a man and a woman, or men and women, fight themselves, it's like they're fighting their very nature. They're fighting who they are. You cannot say you love yourself but hate the other. So if you love yourself, then you have to love the other. Basically, that's what it is. So today we have before us a big challenge. And this has been brewing for several decades, like for many, many years. And as the days gets by, as we get, like we keep going or growing, it seems to be getting worse as the days goes by. And what is this issue? And I'm just going to spill it here. So there is this narrative that's being spewed all over the place, that a man in his full masculinity is bad, and a woman in her full femininity is bad. There seems to be this push to the masses that a good man is soft and weak, and that masculinity is a bad thing. And then they turn around and tell the woman that she's not a woman, or she's not woman enough, except she starts to think and behave like a man, and challenge a man and fight a man. We can even see some of these ideas in the media, like in the entertainment, the music, music videos, and even some movies and stuff like that, where you see the artists killing men or destroying them, things like that. And even, I mean, it goes both ways. Or even the men like using the women as sex objects and not honoring them like they're supposed to be honored. So we see this degradation on both ends, the men trying to degrade the woman, and the woman trying to degrade the man. So there's this conflict going on there, which unfortunately should not be happening. There seems to be some sort of challenge going on between men and women, where they're trying to constantly outdo the other. The man is thinking he's better and more glorious than the woman, and the woman is thinking or feeling she's more glorious and whatever than the man, and they're all just trying to bring the other down. But it should not be this way. Men and women were created for different purposes and have different strengths and weaknesses. Even science has proven through the use of brain scans that men and women are wired differently. So what a man may struggle to do, a woman may do it effortlessly, like it will be easy for her. And it goes both ways. And what a woman will be able to, a woman cannot do, a man will be able to do it very easily. So we can see that no man has it all, neither does any woman have it all. That is to say that the man is not more important than the woman, and the woman is not more important than the man. They are stronger, better, and more beautiful together. When a man or woman tries to go alone, it's like going with a half. But in union with the other half, it becomes a whole. And the whole is always better than the half. So now let's look at the story of the creation of Adam and Eve in the Bible, in the book of Genesis. We are told that God took one rib from the man and made or formed the woman. And then he went ahead and sealed Adam's flesh. But what we are not told is that Adam's missing rib was replaced before it was closed up. That's to say that the missing rib is found and exists in the woman. The woman is carrying something that causes a lack in the man. Therefore, he needs the woman to be whole. Likewise, the woman, she has something that the man does not have, and she is also missing something that the man has, thereby making her incomplete without the man. She needs the man to make her complete. Together they form a whole. When they are separate, they exist as a half. But when they come together in unity, they become a formidable force in beauty, fruitfulness, joy, and growth as the result. A very typical instance where we can see this play out in the area of bearing fruit or having children. A man in all his strength, wisdom, and power can and will never be able to bear fruit. Not that he's incapable of bearing fruit or having seed. In fact, he has the seed. But he lacks within his anatomy. He lacks within his system, his design, the space, and the ability to grow and nurture the seed. So what happens to this seed? The seed stays inside of him and it lies dormant with no way of being expressed into the world. And eventually, he will die without ever having the chance to multiply or expand himself. Now let's look at the woman. The woman, on the other hand, in all her beauty, grace, and charm, cannot bear fruit by herself. Within her lies the ability and space to nurture and grow new life. Her body acts like the soil through which human life is planted and harvested. By herself, she cannot bear fruit because she has no seed to impregnate her soil. So we can see that man and woman, though within them lies the propensity and the ability to create and grow life, they are incapable of creating and nurturing this life by themselves when they work on their own. But when they're brought together, now the miracle of new life can happen. A seed can actually be sown and it can be nurtured and brought forth in due time. So if you were to ask me, between the man and the woman, who is more important? And my answer would be neither. The man is not more important than the woman, and the woman is not more important than the man. They are equally important and should be praised and appreciated for their unique gifts that they carry and bring into the world. This example shows that the man is incomplete without the woman, and the woman is incomplete without the man. Together they can create new life, but alone no new life can be formed. Like I said earlier, men and women are made of the same material, but expressed differently. Now I'm going to touch on marriage very slightly, the marriage relationship. Today we see a lot of competition between husbands and wives. The husband wants to outdo the wife wants to outdo the husband, and they acting like they're, I don't know, they're fighting each other, trying to, I don't know, whatever it is they're trying to do. But it's a very sad thing to see when husbands and wives fight over things that are not necessary in their homes or in their marriages, because they're constantly trying to outdo the other. So, in marriages, I would advise the husbands and the wives, you guys come together in unity. To the husband, your wife is not your enemy. And to the wife, your husband is not your enemy. You guys are teammates in this journey through life and all that it represents. Do not allow the official narrative in the media or society to make you lose value in each other. A man is precious and powerful in his masculinity. Don't try to make him a sissy. And a woman is beautiful and gracious in her femininity. Don't try to make her a macho man. Every man and woman should learn to accept, love, and appreciate their unique differences. None is better or lesser than the other. There are things that a woman will thrive in and a man will struggle in. Likewise, the man. When a man has a woman, he can tap into the strength that he lacks, and a woman can tap into the strength that she lacks from her man. The male and the female are a strong force when they're unified. And I would say, why go alone and limping when you can go full and whole? Why walk when you can run? God never completed the man with an animal or any other form of nature. He made man complete with a woman. So I would say rejoice in your differences and in your strengths. Anyone who is very observant and very aware of whatever is going on in the world will notice that there is a war raging over the existence of humanity. And I'm proposing that one way amongst a host of others to help humanity win this fight is for man and woman to recognize their unique differences and work together in peace. This action will definitely have a rippling effect, and it will positively affect our world and all of nature at large. Because mankind is a reflection of nature. And whatever happens with mankind has a direct impact on nature. So, if we do not take responsibility of ourselves and our actions and we keep fighting, it's definitely going to carry on onto nature. So, from this presentation, I've spoken in general terms. Okay, I've spoken in general terms. Everyone should use their individual judgments in the evaluation of everything that has been presented here, of everything that I've said, and learn and see how they can learn to recognize the natural laws that govern the male and female energy life force, and how they can align with it and learn to live in peace and harmony with the opposite sex. You don't have to be married to live a full life. It's all about respecting and honoring the different energy systems that is primarily dominant and working in and through our physical bodies. So that's where I'm going to end it for today. And I would like to say a very big thank you for joining me here today. And I hope this topic will be able to bring about further discussions and be a stepping stone for you to explore and see how um, you can coexist, or maybe change your views about the opposite sex, about yourself, and also about the opposite sex. You cannot appreciate the other without appreciating yourself. You cannot love the other without loving yourself first. Okay, you might think, oh, I love myself as a woman, and I'm doing everything, I'm doing whatever it is, to further womanhood. um, but if you hate men, or um, the male energy system and how it works and how it flows and how it operates, in a sense, you're hurting yourself. So, to fully love yourself, um, it also means loving and respecting the opposite energy system that is at work in the man. And also the man, whatever is at work in the woman, respecting that and honoring that. Not trying to degrade anybody, but seeing the divine that we all carry, and knowing that we have a big responsibility, not only to preserve humanity, but also the earth. Okay? So, again, thank you for joining me here today. Stay blessed, stay strong. Until next time.